In the vast expanse of southern Tanzania, where the African wilderness stretches as far as the eye can see, there existed a terror that haunted the hearts of all who dwelled in its midst, the harrowing legend of the lions of Njombe. Imagine, if you will, the vast and untamed wilderness of southern Tanzania, an endless expanse of wild grasslands, broken only by the occasional silhouette of an acacia tree, the horizon stretching into infinity under the warm glow of the African sun. A land of breathtaking beauty, yes, but also of chilling tales whispered around the firelight. Tales of a terror that once stalked these plains and left a trail of fear in its wake. They called them the Lions of Njombe, a name that still sends shivers down the spines of those who remember, a name that echoes with the haunting cries of lost souls and the raw primal roar of the king of beasts. A name that is, even now, whispered with a mixture of fear and awe. Between the years 1932 and 1947, southern Tanzania was gripped by a reign of terror unlike any other. A pride of 15 lions, golden and majestic, prowled the vast grasslands of the Njombe region. But these were not ordinary lions. They were man-eaters, ruthless predators who struck without warning, their roars echoing through the night like the wrath of the gods, their eyes glowing with a cold, predatory intelligence that struck fear into the hearts of even the most hardened souls. The death toll was staggering. Some 1,500 victims fell prey to these ruthless predators, their lives snuffed out under the cover of darkness, their screams echoing through the silent savannah, leaving behind a trail of devastation and blood-stained soil. And so, the legend of the Lions of Njombe was born, a tale of terror and survival, of man versus nature, that has seared itself into the collective memory of the people who call this wilderness home. Between the years 1932 and 1947, amidst the undulating plains of the Njombe region, a pride of 15 lions unleashed a reign of terror unparalleled in the annals of history. With a staggering death toll of some 1,500 victims, these ruthless predators struck fear into the hearts of even the most hardened souls. In the midst of the African wilderness, a terror unlike any other took hold. The Lions of Njombe, a pride of 15 lions reigning over the vast plains, painted the savannah red with the blood of their prey. Not the typical antelopes or zebras, but humans. It was a reign of terror that lasted for over 15 years, from 1932 to 1947, a nightmare that seemed to have no end. The villagers, once peaceful inhabitants of the land, found themselves living on borrowed time. Every sundown, the air would fill with an eerie silence, a prelude to the horrifying symphony of roars that would soon echo across the plains. The lions were cunning, striking under the cloak of darkness, their roars serving as a chilling reminder of the impending doom. The villagers lived in constant fear, their nights filled with dread and their days consumed by the mourning of their fallen brethren. The lions were relentless, their hunger for human flesh insatiable. No one was safe. Men, women, children, the lions spared none. The villagers would gather around flickering fires, recounting tales of their encounters with the beasts. Their voices, barely above a whisper, carried stories of the lions' ruthless attacks. They were cunning, those lions, one villager would say, his voice trembling with fear. They would strike under the cover of darkness, their roars echoing through the night like the wrath of the gods. Another villager would add, "They did not simply kill, they toyed with us, dragged us back into the bush, leaving behind a trail of devastation in their wake." These recounts were not just stories, they were memories, scars etched deep into the hearts of the villagers. Despite the horror, life had to go on. The villagers had to find a way to survive, to outlive the reign of terror. But the lions were relentless, their reign unyielding. Some say they used a relay system, dragging their victims back into the bush, leaving behind a trail of devastation in their wake. The terror of the Lions of Njombe was far from over. The worst was yet to come. The colonial government's decision to cull thousands of zebras, giraffes, and buffaloes disrupted the delicate balance of the ecosystem, driving the lions to seek alternative prey. Now this is where the story takes a chilling turn. It wasn't just the actions of the colonial government that stoked the flames of this reign of terror, but something far more sinister. The villagers whispered of a dark force at play, a force that had the power to control the beasts of the wilderness. They spoke in hushed tones, their voices barely above a whisper, of a man shrouded in mystery and feared by all who knew his name. This man was Matamula Mangiraa, a witch doctor known for his powerful sorcery. The whispers grew louder with each passing day, each new attack adding fuel to the growing fire of fear and suspicion. The lions' relentless attacks were not just the result of their hunger, the villagers believed, but the manifestation of a dark magic that drove them to kill. They claimed that Matamula Mangiraa could control the lions, bending their will to his own and using them as instruments of his vengeance. This was not just a struggle for survival, but a battle against an unseen enemy, a force that threatened to consume them all. The villagers lived in constant fear, their nights filled with nightmares of golden eyes glowing in the darkness and the bone-chilling roars of the lions echoing through the night. They were not just fighting against the lions, but against the dark magic that controlled them. And so, the legend of the lions of Njombe grew, becoming a tale of horror that echoed through the generations. The lions were not just predators, but monsters, their actions driven by a force beyond their control. But there were whispers amongst the people, whispers of dark magic and sorcery, of a witch doctor named Matamula Mangiraa, who wielded control over the beasts of the wilderness. This was the chilling tale of the lions of Njombe, a tale of terror and dark magic that continues to haunt the African wilderness to this day. Determined to end the reign of terror, British game warden George Rushby and his fearless scouts ventured into the heart of darkness, armed with nothing but their wits and their rifles. As the sun sank below the horizon, casting long, ominous shadows across the African plains, the team set out on their grim mission. They were a motley crew, men of courage and conviction, each bearing the weight of their daunting task. Their enemy was unseen, unheard, yet ever present in the eerie stillness of the African night. Each step they took echoed through the silent wilderness, a stark reminder of the danger that lurked around every corner. The lions of Njombe were not ordinary beasts. They were cunning, ruthless killers of men, their reign of terror a chilling testament to their deadly prowess. The team moved with military precision, their senses heightened, their every nerve tingling with anticipation. The African wilderness was a vast, treacherous labyrinth, its gnarled trees and dense undergrowth providing the perfect cover for the stealthy predators. Rushby, a seasoned hunter and a man of indomitable spirit, led the charge. His eyes, hardened by years of service, scanned the landscape, searching for signs of the elusive predators. His heart pounded in his chest, a rhythm of fear and determination that echoed the primal beat of the African wilderness. The nights were a symphony of haunting sounds, the hushed whispers of the wind, the rustle of leaves, the distant roar of a lion. Each sound sent a shiver down their spines, a chilling reminder of the deadly game they were playing. In the heart of the wilderness, where danger lurked in the shadows and death was but a heartbeat away, they persevered. Each day brought new challenges, each night a test of their courage and resolve, but they were undeterred, their spirits unbroken, their resolve unwavering. But the lions of Njombe were formidable adversaries, employing every trick in the book to evade capture and protect their territory. Their legacy was one of fear and terror, a grim testament to their ruthless savagery. Yet in the face of such adversity, the men pressed on, their hearts filled with hope and determination, their spirits fueled by the desire to end the reign of terror. For in the heart of darkness they found their strength, their resolve, their courage. They were the hunters, and the hunt had just begun. The lions of Njombe, a chilling reminder of nature's power and humanity's vulnerability, forever immortalized in the annals of history as the most infamous man-eaters of all time. As we traverse the annals of this terrifying tale, we are reminded of the delicate balance that exists between man and nature. For 15 long years, these formidable predators held an entire region hostage, their blood-curdling roars echoing through the night, a chilling symphony of death and dread. They were more than just lions. They were harbingers of doom, their legacy forever etched in the blood-stained soil of the Njombe plains. These were no ordinary beasts. They were cunning, ruthless, and relentless. Their reign of terror left a trail of devastation in its wake, a testament to their deadly prowess. They were the kings of the savannah, their rule absolute, their might unchallenged. But as we delve deeper into the heart of this tale, we uncover a tale of survival and resilience. Amidst the terror and despair, a band of brave souls emerged. Led by the fearless George Rushby, these intrepid hunters embarked on a perilous mission, a daunting task that would pit them against the most lethal predators on the planet. Their triumph marked the end of an era, a chilling chapter in the history of the African wilderness. But the legacy of the lions of Njombe lives on, a haunting reminder of the unforgiving nature of the wild. As we stand at the edge of the savannah, gazing out into the vast expanse, we are reminded of the chilling tale that unfolded here. A tale of terror, of survival, and of the indomitable spirit of man. The haunting sounds of the African wilderness fading into silence, leaving behind only the echoes of a tale as old as time. The lions of Njombe, a chilling legend, a harrowing chapter in the annals of history, forever echoing in the silent whispers of the African winds.